Welcome back to another Chicago Bears franchise, and today, week 4, we're back home against what should be, you know, a newly constructed, newly found team here in Denver. New head coach, obviously, Sean Payton. Um, is Russ back to even his 2021, 2020 self? Is he going to be cooking? We shall find out. But obviously, last week we went into Arrowhead and got a W on a last second field goal. As you can see, Justin Fields, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. And debatably, it should have been Darnell Mooney, who I believe had about 6 catches for like 170 yards. Didn't have a touchdown, I don't think. But my oh my, was he insanely key to how we won that game and why we won it, I should say. Um, but before we hop into this one, the or not the, but there are some players, some key players, I might add. Player, Cole Kmet, broken finger, out for at least 2 weeks. I imagine it could be a little bit longer as well. But that's brutal. So it's a good thing we haven't traded away Robert Tonyan, who's gotten some, actually still has some trade interest from some other teams. But yeah, really good thing that we did not trade him because he's going to be playing a lot of snaps today. As you can see, we moved him up to tight end number 1 with Mercedes Lewis behind him. And I believe Larry Borum, who's a left tackle. Yeah. Hopefully we don't see Borum out there. For the love of God, please. Just put Chase Claypool as goddamn down tight end. He's big enough to play it, but yeah, that's about what we're rolling with. Obviously, no Komet. That sucks. Darnell Wright is progressing, which is very nice to see. Dude, hopefully it will be really, really good for us. Um, but yeah, DJ Moore should be back. He either didn't play or left the game really early against the Chiefs. I think he might have left the game. Um, so he's back this week. We do have the ability to negotiate some contracts right now, but I think we will wait. We are only 3 games in, but Jalen Johnson and Darnell Mooney, definitely 2 guys that we want to bring back. Both young, both really key in the long-term plans of this team. Travis Gibson, we will have to find out, as he has not showed up at all. Foreman, probably not because we have Khalil Herbert. Same with Claypool. He's going to have to put on a show if he wants to stay. Same with Ngakoue. Then the rest of these guys, I mean, all of them are going to be uh, based on their production. Mercedes Lewis will not come back. I imagine he actually retires after this year. And Justin Fields, 5th-year option that we will most likely accept unless things go way sideways. But outside of that, I think we are going to get right back into this one. And let's do it. We will hop in. We are back in Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Dalvin Cook is on the Broncos. In real life, he is on the Jets, so that's interesting. As you can see, our guys here, Edmonds, Johnson, and I believe it was Ojemudia over there. As we roll out of the tunnel, led by our guy Justin Fields. Week 4 is underway, and it's raining here in Chicago. So this should be an interesting one. There's Russell Wilson. Broncos country. Let's ride. But we're going to try to shut their rushing attack down today because obviously Dalvin Cook is probably a pretty big piece of this team's success, at least their success rate, as we'll be kicking off to start this one. And it is coming down here in Chicago. We'll see how that affects in game as the kick is away. Broncos will take it out here and get to about the 23-yard line as here comes Russell Wilson. I believe 13th year in the league, maybe, no, 12th, I think. 12th year in the league out of Wisconsin or NC State, whatever you want to say. He went to both. Obviously, last year was very, very disappointing. As we're going to start actually with Travis Gibson here on the edge. As they go to pass on first down in the rain. Wilson does get it to KJ Hamler for a minimal gain. So, did not expect that. That's for sure. They come out in 4 wide here again. As Wilson will take off with it. We took a bad angle. Kyler Gordon can't bring him down. Russell Wilson, 35 yards and counting. That should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. Oh my God. I mean, I just folded. So the rain not affecting Wilson here or the game plan of the Broncos. As that's now 3 plays and 3 passes. And Russell Wilson forced to throw it away. He saw Jalen Johnson breathing down his neck coming back to that one. I thought he was going to have Cortland Sutton. On that crosser, but Tremaine Edmonds did a very nice job to defend that play. As they will kick it. Is it a fake? It is not, and it is way off. Is that Brett Maher? I don't know who Dunn is. I'm going to be honest. That might be like a rookie undrafted guy that they picked up. But it was not even close. So we hold Denver on their first drive after a huge play by Wilson. On the second play of the game. But it amounts to nothing as we try to get Herbert going. And that one is stuffed. We got to remember this Denver D is deep. They've got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things for them. And one of them being Pat Surtain over there, who's lined up currently on Chase Claypool. As they bring the blitz. We try to go to Mooney, and he just doesn't reach his hands out for it. Simmons crashed down on it, and now we're looking at 3rd and 12. So we don't have a very productive first drive here either. Do they bring the blitz? No. We're going to try to throw it to Claypool, but we got hit as it was being thrown. Oh, man, that could have been bad. So now we'll punt it away. So very uncharacteristic for this franchise mode where neither team scores on their opening drive. Seems like in every game we've played, at least one of the teams have scored on their first drive. But not today. Weather most likely a factor, as that's a nice route out there. And he's on the run. Who was that? Was that Marvin Mims? It was indeed. Beat Kyler Gordon on a nice, about 10-yard out route. And he's another guy we got to watch out for. He's explosive as they come. Still yet to see a run play, like a true run play from the Broncos. I guess it's worked out for him so far when it comes to these big plays, but very surprising as this one's 5 wide here. And it's a tight end screen to Dolcic, who fights off tacklers. Greg Dolcic, are you kidding me? The second-year man out of UCLA breaks about 4 tackles and looks like Rob Gronkowski out there and waltzes into the end zone. So, quick turnaround there, as maybe I jinxed us in saying, you know, neither team's scoring. Maybe this will be a low-scoring game. No. Definitely was not a factor. Herbert will receive the kick. I think we'll take this one out. I like how this one's setting up. As who was that? Velus Jones, I think, just didn't block one of the guys. Maybe thought we were going to get past. And let's settle down here. First drive did not go very well, but we got to respond. As Fields will try to juke. He loses the football. Darnell Wright jumps on it. Oh my goodness. That could have been disastrous. Luckily, we make it to second down here. There was a lot of Denver helmets near that football, and somehow none of them got to it. And now it's 3rd and 1. I think we're actually going to go right back up the middle here. I like our chances as Khalil Herbert will get it done. First down, move the chains for the first time today. It's what we need. Just keep getting these fresh sets of downs. As Fields being moved out of the pocket. Fields has more. He also has blockers. DJ Moore finds Mooney as a blocker, but we can't get by. But it's a huge play from our big-time free agency trade acquisition. And that's what we were missing last week. As Herbert's got a huge hole, and he'll get 10. We're going to rush up to the line, actually. See if we can't catch Denver lacking. As that one was a little bit dangerous. Randy Gregory was actually right there. I thought he was going to get a hand on it, maybe. A little bit dangerous. We're going to go back to what we did best. Last week, the week before, and the week before that. We are extremely efficient right now running the football. As we'll see if that could actually catch him lacking, as Larry Borum is on a route currently. We do not want that. So we'll put Tunyon on a drag. As Fields has an opportunity. Fields is going to run it in. Justin Fields ties it up. What a drive. What a response. As we march right down the field, no stress outside of the fumble. So great response. Just a good drive. We had the big play to DJ Moore on the slant. They were in what looked like a little zone, maybe a little cover 1 zone. As this one is broke. Denver responds immediately. Tremon Smith takes it 100 yards for a kickoff return. And that is absolutely brutal. So after neither team scoring on their first drive, it is now 14-7 within a matter of about 5 minutes. Unbelievable. We just had some bad angles taken and no one even touched the guy. Let's see if we can't replicate. And we cannot. Herbert stopped at the 19. I think we're going to try to start this the same way we started last drive. Little read option by Fields. See if they bite on it again. And they do. And Fields has a lot of room. Justin Fields will get 10 and slide down. Easy first down from Fields there. As Denver comes out showing blitz. They back off. But Frank Clark gets there in a hurry, as he looked like he came unblocked off the left side of that edge. Destroying Braxton Jones out there. Can't have that. And oh, he threw it right to him. An error by Fields. Didn't have any of those last game. I know I threw that a little bit late, but that was just not even going to be caught, even if that linebacker wasn't there. And now we've got a little bit of an issue. And Dalvin Cook shakes off a tackler. That's a first down, and we've got first and goal again. We've got a serious problem on our hands now. This game being broken wide open. And TJ Edwards read that all the way. If they score points, it's a 2-possession lead regardless. But Mike McGlinchey injured on that play. And he is going to the locker room, maybe holding his right arm. And we've got to make a stop here. We're going to play as Brisker. Try to man the middle of this defense. And Cortland Sutton, too easy. Maybe a little bench formation right there. And it is 21-7, just like that. Wow. We almost blocked that. But oh, man. Gotta respond here. Herbert will take it out. Let the blocks line up. Herbert gets to the 25. He had a gap. Just didn't have the speed to get there. Maybe we put Velus Jones back there. I don't know why I haven't made that adjustment. As Herbert is going to get some nice blocks, and we'll get 8. Take this drive nice and slow. We don't need anything fast. We did kick to start this game, so we can get the ball in the second half. And Herbert, again, some nice blocking. Herbert gets us about 19? No, about 15 probably. But that's a first down regardless, as that will bring us to the end of the first quarter here, and we're in a little bit of a hole. A stretch play might actually have a chance to break. Just got to set up the blocks, cut it back, and it counted as a first down. So another 5 yards. And I believe Herbert's averaging over 5 yards per carry here early on. And we hand this one off, and that's going to be more. Khalil Herbert pushing to the 30. There are about 5 run plays in a row. We've got DJ Moore, but just out of reach. We have still yet to complete our second pass of the day. Wow. But second down now. I think we're going to have a chance to run it again. And a huge hole again. Closed up quickly. But the blocking up front on these run plays is absolutely money right now. 3rd and 5. 4th down territory, maybe. Nope. We don't even need it. Darnell Mooney, first down, his first catch of the game. And we finally get that second completion. Maybe that gets some confidence going again. Herbert cuts that one back too. We're just finding these holes, man. Trying to find anything that they're giving us. Khalil Herbert's doing an awesome job right now. As this one is going to go to Mooney, and we've got a gap. Darnell Mooney, touchdown, Chicago. And we're right back into this one. Just like that. Now we got to go play some good defense, get the ball back for our guys, score, and run it down to the end of the first half. And we should have a pretty damn good opportunity to do so. Then maybe we can take the lead in the second half. But that is far from what's happening right now. Smith does not take it out this time. He's had 2 really good returns so far. Surprised he didn't just take it out just because they've had so much success. And I don't even know if Denver still run a true run play. As Dolcic is the one to get it there. A little stick concept. Mims in the slot to the left. And Mims is open. Jalen Johnson had a play on it. Went behind Judy, but Judy drops it luckily. That's a deep shot. Eddie Jackson is there. Eddie Jackson with the pick. Our ball hawk, Eddie Jackson, taking it back, and we are to the 45 of Denver. So Denver taking some big shots, and 0 for 2 on both of them. This time Eddie Jackson. That's why we have him back there. Ball hawk safety, over the shoulder catch. That's not an easy catch to make. As we're actually going to switch this and run it to the weak side. And Herbert's got room. Khalil Herbert. 15 more. Big time. And we've got some blocks, but we don't have the space from behind. D lineman ran us down quickly. He read that out very nicely. Motion Herbert. And we get sacked. Zach Allen makes 2 huge plays to end that drive. And 52-yard field goal now on the way from Cairo Santos. This is a long one in this weather. It is not even close. Tough. On second down as they pass it again. Brisker, though, makes a huge hit. Jaquan Brisker lays the wood on Jerry Jeudy, and he drops it. That's what we like to see from our young safety. Denver still yet to pass, or to run, I mean. And Wilson will take off, and Edmonds saw it all the way. Brisker off the edge. Can't get there. And he shakes off 2 till TJ Edwards can get him down. My goodness. So Adam Troutman gets 12, and it's first down Denver. I thought we were going to have him at the line to gain, but breaks 2. And that one's wide open. Marvin Mims again finding the zone. And Broncos, they're moving. Press up here. And flag on the play, maybe a holding? And it is. Holding on Greg Dolcic, and now it's a 1st and 20. Maybe play this one safer now. Cover 4 as Mims across the formation, but it doesn't matter. TJ Edwards gets in for a sack as Yannick Ngakoue goes down. in the process. Looking like a lower body injury. That's not good. We tried to slip through there as Edwards to get Mims, but we end up getting a sack, so I'll take it. As Dolcic is now down, so everyone... We've got some injury issues here in Chicago. That's 3 players now who have gone down to injury. As we're going to come off the edge with Walker, and I believe, yes it was, the rookie out of the U, Tyreek Stevenson, with a huge sack, and Yannick Ngakoue dislocated ankle. That's not just this game, dude. That can be up to half the season at least, depending on if he broke anything along with that. Damn. That is tough. So our late off-season free agency signing, Ngakoue, goes down, and our pass rush just got that much thinner. Broncos show blitz. Back off again, and we're going to try to get outside here with Fields and get out of bounds for 8. Didn't like what we saw. Zach Allen is currently all over the place for this Broncos D. He is making play after play as he forced us out on that one. And we're going to try to get the first down. We do. We'll hustle up to the line now. Herbert has almost gone for 100 in the first half, as we need guys to get set here. And I like our running chances, and it's a good thing I did, because we get 9 out of it, and now we're up to the 47. And Herbert's out there, and he will be able to pick up that first down and get out of bounds. As I think we've got DJ Moore. DJ Moore deep. And what? How did we not catch that? Maybe a late throw. I thought we had him down the sideline. Kind of sent it a little too far inside, maybe. Doesn't matter. And here comes around the edge Frank Clark again. I think the play is to pass it inbounds. And if we get the first down, we get it. If not, we let the clock run out here. And that might be a bad ball. And it was. It hit one of those DBs out there in the backside. So a little bit inaccurate here for Fields in this opening half. Definitely going to have to work on it, as that is a slow punt. And Stevenson can't get to it, so it'll be out to the 20. And we'll just play a little bit of prevent defense here. Just get into quarters formation and play back if they're actually going to run a play. Which I doubt they actually do. It'd probably be a draw. Yeah, and it is. So Cook gets an easy 10, but not much else to it. And we will start with the ball in the second half. A very interesting first half. A lot of injuries to some key players. McGlinchey on the Broncos side, and along with Dolcic, actually. And then Yannick Ngakoue for us. That's 3 big pieces for both teams. As we'll take a look at some of these scores here around the league. Bryce Young, 8 for 8 in the first half, as the Panthers are currently up on the 1-2 Minnesota Vikings. Cincinnati at Tennessee, and no surprise here, Bengals taking care of business. As Fields and the offense come back out for the first drive of the third quarter, and we're going to get back to this run game. And another nice 3-yard gain. We're getting some really positive, like a really nice push from this O-line, and it has been surprising because this is a good D-line that we're playing. And just like that, that's another 4. Herbert up and over 100 yards on the day. I mean, as he should be. If you're not getting, you know, at least 3 to 4 yards a carry on what this offensive line is giving us right now, the running back is doing something wrong. But we get the first down here. I'm going to slide it back into some play action. I actually like the check down option here. Back to Herbert. Justin Fields only 6 of 13 today. Not quite the stat line of last week, where he was pretty efficient, as this is a big time play. DJ Moore on the huge slant. He's got 2 catches for 68 yards today. And we need him to keep making plays like that. And Herbert, another 6. Khalil Herbert making a case for himself as, oh my God. I tried to switch to DJ Moore to go grab that. We had some pressure on us, but oh my goodness, that was scary. I really liked our option in Tanyan. Maybe I threw it a little late. We'll slide Herbert. No one goes to guard him, but he stops in the backfield, and it is 4th and 5 from the 25-yard line, and I think we should probably just take the field goal. Santos, the kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So we're back to a 1-possession game. So here comes Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense, I believe, for the first drive of the second half. And there's Cortland Sutton on a big, big play to open it up. Still yet to see a lot of runs from this team. I thought we'd see more with the addition of Dalvin Cook, maybe. As there is a run, and maybe that's why they're not doing it. We stop them for only 1. Wilson making changes. And Dalvin Cook that time gets some positive yards. And it's a very manageable 3rd and 3. As this one is out to Dolchich, and another big play from the second-year tight end. He is having himself a day. And Denver is down to the 1-yard line. As Noah Sewell is in. And Sewell gets through, but it's not enough. Javonte Williams into the end zone, and it is back to 2 possessions. And that just, not a good drive. We'll look to pass it though here on 2nd down, and an all-out blitz. Fields makes something of it though. Justin Fields somehow manages to get a 1st down. Wow. That play looked all but dead. They threw like 6 or 7 guys on a good down to do it. We were only blocking about 5, and 2 guys shot straight through the A gap and were on us immediately. I think one of them again though was Zach Allen, the former Arizona Cardinal, I believe, but that doesn't matter. Zach Allen's not there for that one. Khalil Herbert making a name for himself. Having an unbelievable week 4 here. A lot of credit to this offensive line as Denver stops us on that one. This is really like a two-man route as that one, again, blown up by the blitz. So they're starting to send some run blitzes, which means we should have some things open across the middle. Tunyon makes a tough grab. Robert Tunyon gets us a first down, and we're hustled back to the line. And Fields has a lot of room. Can he beat him to the pylon? No. To the one. Kareem Jackson just cuts him off. And they just cannot stop the push of this O-line. Dante Foreman is in. Touchdown, Chicago. So another very good game here. Very competitive as we look to try and get a stop. It's been the name of the game for really both teams. Denver obviously with one more stop than us with that big interception and then the points off of it. We didn't get points off of the interception that we had as Trevon Smith is looking damn good as their kick returner. It has been impressive. Can we get a stop? And it's a read option. Brisker will not make the stop. Are you kidding me? Russell Wilson goes 71 yards. No. No. There is no fucking way. Genuinely no way that just happened. You're telling me Jaquan Brisker, you're actually telling me Russell Wilson doesn't slide right there? That's what you're telling me. That is insane. So we have to go back out now and I guess try and get another big drive here. I just cannot believe that just happened. DJ Moore on this RPO screen will get 3. And we get stood up. Alex Singleton makes a big time tackle. And it is 3rd down again. Very high scoring affair when I thought it was going to be relatively low. Mercedes Lewis, big dog. 1st down. We're going to run up to the line actually and make a... See if maybe we can't catch him coming off sides. We're actually going to snap it. Fields, scanning, nothing there. He'll get 12, and that's a good way to end the 3rd quarter. I kind of just figured why not run another play. At this point, nothing's going to hurt. Down 14 to start the 4th. Not ideal by any means. 2 running backs set here. And Justin Simmons makes an incredible pass breakup. Oh my goodness. 3 down linemen here. I actually like our chances running the football. And why not? Khalil Herbert up to 145 here today. And we're going to give it right back to him, and he's going to get us an easy 1st down. Tunyon open. Robert Tunyon to the 10. huge play on the crosser. Thought it might be there, and it was indeed. And now we're going to try to get a little cheeky. Gotta hope Chase Claypool can block his guy. And actually, it was Darnell Mooney who couldn't block his guy, as he was the first one into the backfield. Slot corner. I don't know. I don't think that's Bryce Callahan anymore. So we're going to try to run it. A chance at a first down is possible. How possible it actually is to get without going in the end zone? Not very. We're going to set up Tunyon on a drag on the other side. And I think we're going to be able to get it. Fields is in for his second, I believe, rushing touchdown of the day. Great play call, great execution. That was kind of the vision the whole time, just to get Fields out running. And he makes it happen. 9 times out of 10, he will beat the guy to the corner. And back to a 7-point game as Santos puts it through. And we've got a game on our hands, people. Gotta make a stop. Trevis Gibson, if you're gonna make a play, now is the time. Or is it Kyler Gordon? No! Sutton came back on it, couldn't handle it though. Maybe the rain making the ball a little more slippery right now. It's been coming down all day. Receivers haven't really had a problem with it. As the quick pitch, and Dalvin gets 5. Only rushed it 6 times today. To our probably 40 times that we've ran the ball. We're going to come out, trust our guys. In man coverage. Gibson. It's a screen. Gibson, I think, got his hand on it. What a play by Trevis Gibson. He was definitely in the way of Dalvin Cook. And that is the stop that we needed. If he completes that screen, as Brisker almost gets in our way, I thought I called a fair catch. Completely shut down as Herbert's got a crease. Khalil Herbert, the man of the day. 27 carries, 170 yards. Did you ever think he would be this kind of bell cow? Probably not. We'll go with a little bit of a trick reverse here. As, oh my goodness. Frank Clark read it all the way. That was stupid. That was so stupid. Bro, who gave me the controller? So a big second down in 17. More across the formation. DJ, we need you to block, buddy. We're going to get our 8 back, so it's a 3rd and 9. We're actually going to shove Tunyon to the left on a drag, which will leave Herbert wide open. Khalil Herbert. 1st and goal at the Denver 8. And the crowd is loving it. Herbert, an absolute workhorse today. And someone got pancaked by Nate Davis. Oh my goodness. This Denver D-line wants none of it. I'm going to try to punch it in. Right behind Davis and Whitehair. And we've got it. Herbert trucks Alex Singleton. And it is a point away from a tie ball game here in Chicago. Santos up. Santos good. 38-38. And this is a true Midwestern football game. In the rain does not matter. Everyone playing their asses off as Ojemudia will make the stop at the 23. First and 10. We're actually not going to come out in a blitz. That's a bad idea, I feel like. As RPO here, Jerry Jeudy, a very shallow slant, maybe even like a half to a yard slant right there. Gets the first down, though. That's his first catch of the game. So, whether that's Stevenson or, oh my goodness, Cortland Sutton just destroyed Kyler Gordon. Put him in the dirt. But like I was saying, whether it's Jalen Johnson or Tyreek Stevenson over on that right side guarding Jeudy today, they've done a very nice job. As Edwards breaks on it just a little too late, Dolchich was able to box him out and make the grab. I'm going to put Sanborn on the blitz. Can he get home? Edmonds chasing and makes the stop with Gordon. Denver, a really nice drive here late in this ball game. We've got to make a stop, which means we're going to bring some pressure. Edwards makes a nice tackle on Cook. What a play in the open field. Dalvin Cook, not an easy guy to take down at any part of the field, let alone in the open field. I mean, he can truck you. He can make you miss. That is an elusive guy back there. As now they've got two elusive guys. Javonte Williams in the backfield. And it'll go to Williams. He goes out of bounds for 2. So from this spot, it's still about a 51-yard field goal attempt. That is not a guarantee today. Nor are we at the Mile High Stadium, where the ball travels just a little bit more. As we make a big stop there, he gets 2. We will call a timeout. Ensure us that we have the most time possible. Done to kick it. Game on the line here. Done. It is up, and it is no good. It fades to the left. Are you kidding me? So the third missed field goal of the day. This time it is done second, but it's for the game. And Randy Gregory makes a fantastic stop. We're going to go back to this tight end attack. It had success the first time we ran it today. Will it again? Not quite the same, but I think we'll be able to take off here. Fields gets about, give or take, 15 yards. So we're going to try to get Mooney the ball. Just get it into his hands. And Mooney's got some space on the outside. Mooney tries to juke. Doesn't make Kareem Jackson miss, but does get 6. And a valuable 6 in that. That Justin Fields run was actually a lot longer than I thought. We're going to keep Larry Borum in here as an extra O lineman. Put Lewis on an out. And actually DJ Moore on an out route as well. Actually, no, we're going to have him on the clear if we want this wheel route to be open. The middle of the field is wide open. Justin Fields gets about 8. Was not meant to be a quarterback draw, but it ended up being one. And Fields is going to run with it again. Justin Fields to the 18. And what do we do here? Probably just run it down, huh? And try to kick us home. Because they're going to end up calling a timeout as well. So we'll stop it here with 4 seconds left in the game. So 2 games in a row. It's going to come down to the leg of Kairos Santos. Unbelievably, might I add. And there it is. Sean Payton will take the timeout to try and ice us. Last week it was 28-28 in Arrowhead. This week it's 38-38 at Soldier Field, back home. Kairos Santos, can he do it again? It's up, and it is through. Kairos Santos does it again. And we mount a 14-point comeback in the 4th. Unbelievable scenes. As we'll squib it. We just got to make a play on the ball. Jalen Johnson, no, I don't even know what Johnson that is. Makes the play. Tremont Smith doesn't go anywhere this time. And the Chicago Bears are 2-2. After what looked like could be a long and enduring season of just losses and bad ones at that. We go back-to-back against AFC West teams that are far better than us, at least roster-to-roster wise. But, I mean, as you see there, the man of the match, as soccer players might say it, Khalil Herbert, 30 carries and 178 yards with a touchdown added on to it. As well as I believe he had about 3 catches. He actually had the most catches. He had 6 catches for 47 yards today. He had the most catches of anyone. The running backs and the tight ends dominated the pass game today, obviously with the rain involved. Mooney had his fair share, and so did DJ Moore, though, who could have definitely had a touchdown early in this game. Look at the rushing attack. 43 carries. No. 44 carries for like 225 yards. That is incredible what we did against this team. I guess we had one more carry for -7. Don't count that in, though. That did not happen. But what a game! Again, a thriller to the end. Did not expect, honestly, to get back into that game. We had to grind that one out. Managed to stop them twice in the 4th. And we just made enough plays to do it. Got another tough game coming up, though, against a even better D-line in the Washington Commanders next week. That should be a pretty interesting one, as we have a QB1 check-in here. Just proving that Justin Fields is that guy. Get 2,500 XP for the team after that big win. And as we look at the injury report here, 2 very key guys now on the injury report. And yeah, Yannick Ngakoue out 6 weeks. Not on the IR, though, interestingly enough. I wonder if that'll change when we go ahead to next week. But we're definitely going to have to look into some free agency pass rushers, and we Might do that right now, actually. So, quick turnaround from two games that have to be exhausting for us. It'll be very interesting, and I believe y'all know who this is going to be. Oh! It's Justin Fields again! So, apparently, for the voters, Fields outshines Khalil Herbert, which I didn't think was even going to be possible. Herbert did damn near everything for us. He had over 200 yards by himself. I think it was like close to 225 scrimmage yards from Herbert, not to add any of the kick return yards that he had. He was doing it all for us, but I mean, I guess we'll take it. Interesting. For us, the last two players of the week are going to be Mooney and Khalil Herbert. That's all y'all need to know. As we'll look at the standings here, I actually like to see where we kind of sit, at least in the NFC, as the Cleveland Browns and the. Wait, hold on. The Cleveland Browns and the Chargers are the only two undefeated teams left. Did y'all expect that? That's crazy. We'll look at the NFC North actually too. So yeah, we're tied for second here. Obviously, the point differential for us is, you know, still pretty bad from that Packers game. We've won 2 games by 3. So by a combined points of 6, we've won games, and then we lost by, what was it, 32 to the Packers, or 39 even. And to the Bucks, we also lost by about 10. So let's actually take a look at the NFC because that's what we care about. Lions at the top of it with the Cardinals in second, who don't have Kyler Murray, by the way, unless he's playing in this. Then it makes a little more sense. But that team is still so young and really not good. Look at the point differential, 9 points, and they're 3-1. That's impressive. Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. Not surprising that they're there. The Bucks and the Falcons at 2-2. Those teams are probably going to be around 500 all year. Packers, I imagine, will go up, and the Vikings will probably climb as well, along with the Seahawks, Rams, and Niners all down here. All three of those teams will eventually be at the top of the conference, and there's us. We sit 23rd in the NFL at 2-2, and to be honest, it's better than I thought it was ever going to be. I didn't think we would ever be near the 500 mark. I thought we would hover just below it, maybe. As we'll take a look at some of the team stats here before we end this one. We are first in total offensive yards and last in defensive. So we gain the most, but we give up the most. That is not a winning recipe. The defense is bad. Fields with 450 yards on the ground. Our two running backs basically amount to that, both of them with 2 starts to their name this season. Wow. Darnell Mooney, our top receiver after that huge game in Kansas City, and neither him or DJ Moore really had much last game, but we got to start getting them more involved in this passing game. Same with Komet when he comes back. Claypool should definitely be a bigger target. Does have a touchdown this season. Tanyan's been key on some third downs. I'd love to see Tyler Scott get more involved. Maybe later on into the season. As we'll look at the defense here. TJ Edwards and Edmonds, obviously the two top guys in tackles. Who would have thought?
TJ Edwards actually has probably the most sacks on the team, and he does. We have 3 sacks total, and none of them come from our D line. That is a problem. Now, what isn't a problem is our defense can force interceptions. We can force turnovers. Force 6 of them so far. Force fumbles, only 1. But the sacks and the tackles for loss need to go up. TJ Edwards actually with 10 already is insane. But like look at like linebacker, linebacker, corner, safety, 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 corner, Justin Jones, and here's your D lineman. Gibson, Ngakwe, and Jones. And I have to give credit to Gibson. He made an incredible play on that screen. But something's going to have to change. We have to get pressure on the quarterback. And we will actually go look to replace Ngakwe, I think. Because there's no way we can go out there with basically only Travis Gibson on the edge. Left end, actually, Mario Edwards is a pretty interesting name. Stephen Weatherly is a little bit old for my liking. Look at right end here. Shaq Lawson. So it's going to come down to Shaq Lawson or Mario Edwards. It's really what do we want more? Obviously, Shaq Lawson's going to have probably a little more speed. And he might actually just be an overall better player at the time of um, this season. I think he's a little bit younger. Not by much. I think we're going to shine Shaq Lawson. Former, I believe, top prospect out of Clemson. At least he was highly scouted out of high school, but he's going to play right end for us until Yannick Ngakwe can get healthy again. And we'll look in here now at what this D line actually looks like. As he's actually right now behind Travis Gibson on the right side, so that's fine. I'll just change his position to left end. It's not really going to make a difference. He's still coming off that edge. So the 29, 30-year-old out of Clemson is now a Chicago Bear as D-line continues to fall for us. And actually, what I am going to do, because he did get cut in real life, the guy we're going to cut to make room is going to be PJ Walker. Maybe a fan favorite, but we're going to do it for the sake of the realism of this franchise series. Tyson Bagent is going to be our backup quarterback. Out of Shepherd. You probably still don't know the name unless you watch preseason, but he's definitely a fun player to watch, I think. But yeah, is the team. PJ Walker out. Shaq Lawson is in. As for some reason these are switched, I'll switch it back. Don't worry. So yeah, that is the team for us here, as we're actually going to move Velus Jones up so Herbert doesn't get injured. Maybe actually we're going to make it Tyler Scott and Velus Jones. So there's your new kick and punt returner, Tyler Scott. That's going to be where he gets more playing time as well. But that will do it for this episode. Next week, we go out to the nation's capital at FedEx Field. Could be a tough one, but we're sitting at 500, baby. Let's go. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one for week 5. Peace out.